On May 5, 1899, the Florida State debate team, then known as the Platonic Debating Society, was victorious in the first intercollegiate debate in the history of the state of Florida. In 1947, Florida State College for Women became Florida State University, and in 1949, Dr. Wayne Minnick, chair of the Department of Speech, hired Dr. Greg Pfeiffer as Director of Forensics and debate coach, thus beginning the modern era of debate at FSU. More than 1,000 students have participated in debate at FSU since 1949. They have gone on to become attorneys, business owners, entrepreneurs, professors, military officers, government employees, judges, and university presidents. Almost all of them attribute their success in life, at least in part, to their experiences in competitive debate.
My debate year was 1956, and my class year was 1957. I had a sorority sister that came to the house one night and she said, "Jeanette, did you do any debating in high school?" I said, "Yes, I did." And she said, "Did you like it?" And I said, "Yes." So I said, "Sure, I will do it with you." We formed a affirmative team, and the subject of our debate that year was resolved that there should be a guaranteed annual wage. And this was one of my happiest memories, was going to Agnes Scott and for the All Southern Debate Tournament and winning in 1956.
My years on the Florida State debate team from 1966 to 1970 gave me a terrific advantage in research skills that I used in law school and also in oral argument. I was much better prepared to argue matters orally than my classmates in law school from Harvard and Yale and UCLA.
I think that the activity of intercollegiate debate, where the competition was much tougher than I had ever seen in high school and where it was taken a lot more seriously, was quite important because it really gave me a chance to hone the craft of debating, and thanks to good coaching, I was really able to refine that and compete against schools at a national level and be competitive. I really have fond memories of being coached in the hallways of debate tournaments, last-minute coaching before a final round or an elimination round, and that's something that stays with me.
I joined the FSU debate team in 1989. Jim Bray was our coach. I remember visiting Florida State and FAMU from Washington, D.C., and I remember considering both of the schools carefully. The difference for me, the reason I chose Florida State, was because of the debate team. I'm a lawyer now and a senior executive in a federal agency. I can't think of anything that prepared me more for my current job than my experience as a collegiate debater. The ability to disagree and maintain relationships, small group dynamics that are so important on a debate team, the understanding that you have to first seek to understand before you respond. All of those things I found to be extremely valuable in my professional life. More valuable than all of that have been the relationships that I made, the friendships that I made when I was at Florida State, and I will treasure those friendships forever.
I started debate actually my freshman year of high school. I really got involved by chance. I actually met with my advisors. They put me in this class that I thought was going to be a history class, but little did I know it was a debate class. And ever since my first tournament, I've been hooked on it. And I've even continued it obviously through college, and that's what really got my interest, sparked in debate. It really opened my eyes to the value of the activity and has continued my interest even through college.
Debate definitely shaped first what I want to do. I want to do broadcast journalism, so with the communication side of debate and the political side of debate, I think it's going to give me a good foot in the door for what I want to do and help shape me into the career path I want to do.
Our country, in my memory, I have never seen it so divided. And unfortunately, we have a lot of people either cannot or refuse to look at both sides of an issue. And they tend to go from one extreme to another. And I'm reminded of a quote that Dwight Eisenhower said at one time, that the safest place to be is in the middle of the road, because if you go too far off to the right or too far off to the left, you end up in the ditch.
I definitely think what debate is doing now is super critical, especially like I said earlier, it gives the younger generation a voice. So with politics being super polarizing right now, it allows us to have an educated opinion and allow us to shift through what's credible evidence and what's not.
I go back and forth not knowing what I want to do, whether it's pursuing law, getting into politics. But the one thing that I do know that always stays constant for me is that I do want to become an advocate. So I know that whatever profession or career path I do decide to choose, debate has been integral in that decision because it has made me want to be an advocate and has taught me how powerful our voices are and what the power of our voice can actually do and achieve in the real world.
I really just think debate has shaped who I am as a person, and I'm so thankful for the people I've gotten to meet and the topics I've gotten to explore. That's put me where I am today.
What debate offers us as a nation is a tool to be able to teach students how to engage in their own biases and how to interrogate their own beliefs, which I think is the first step to being able to understand different perspectives and have those deep conversations, of course civilly, across party lines, across different beliefs and ideologies, so that we can have these productive discussions that lead to real solutions.
I think one of the things that's been proven over and over again, not only at Florida State but at other universities, that if you don't have a faculty coach, you don't really have a sustainable program over the long run. And so that's how that became our goal. It grew out of that history. And where during the periods where we have had, faculty coaches, faculty directors of forensics, we've had a very successful program. And we want to continue that.